This is gonna be long, but I had to share this with you guys. Forget my crying in my face. This is a happy cry. This is a cry of faith and love and happiness. Today, my day started off very lazily. The weather was not helping, and I was exhausted, and I really did not want to DoorDash because my last couple DoorDash shifts were horrible. Like, just almost like a waste. Like, I was DoorDashing to just put gas right back in my vehicle. Well, before I left, I missed the morning prayers a lot because I don't wake up early enough, but I try to make it a point to do 3 out of 5, as a beginning Muslim every day. And it was about 3 o'clock and my alarm went off because it was time to pray. And I was going to walk out the door because I was in such a hurry. Like, I don't have time. Like, just walk out the door. It's all right. You've been doing good. But I decided to pray before I walked out of the house. So I did my prayer, and I asked Allah to bless me in any kind of way today, because I really needed to, make some extra money. I really needed to make extra money. I had, some things that I had something that I told my best friend that I would help her with, because she does so much for me and my kids, and like, I really, really needed to help her with something today. So I knew that I really needed to have a good shift. So I pray, I walk out the door, I start my shift, and as soon as my scheduled shift, it goes, you're scheduled to dash in 5 minutes. And granted, it's an hour drive from where, it's like 40 minutes from where I go. I live, it's not busy there at all, so I have to go to the nearest city to DoorDash. Right whenever I got there, my alarm went off that it was about to be time to pray. And I thought to myself again, oh my gosh, I don't have time. I really need to start making money. It's going to get late soon. I need to make money. But again, I went into QT. I did wudu in QT. And got ready for prayer. And I prayed in public. Not just that prayer, but the last one too. So the last 2 prayers of the day, I did in public. And as a new Muslim, I was very scared to do so for 2 reasons. One, because I think that it's a very scary time right now to be a Muslim with everything that's going on in the world. And so I was just, naturally just kind of, I guess you could say, nervous. And then also because I'm still using my phone to recite, in Arabic. I know what I'm saying in English, but I want to do it in Arabic, so I need guidance still. And I still use my phone to help me. But those last 2 prayers, I went against my nervousness, and I had faith. And I brought my prayer mat with me. I brought my prayer mat with me. And so, I did my last 2 prayers in public. I did wudu in QT both times. And, the first time. Then the second time I used a water bottle that I had in my car. And I prayed again. And I kept, supplicating him. After I did my salah, I did dua, and I asked him to just bless me to make it a good shift, because I really needed it. So I go throughout my shift, and I send the money to my best friend. It was going all right. I send the money to my best friend. Let me backtrack. A little bit after the last the last prayer after the sunset or whatever, my alarm went off. I did wudu in my car with my water bottle. I jumped a curb so bad. Like, normally I would have freaked out. I would have been so negative about the situation, and I would have been so aggravated and so angry. I probably would have stopped door dashing right then and there, or I would have I just would have found a way to let that ruin my whole night, because my car is already not in the greatest shape, and I just in my head would have just convinced myself that I messed something up and just went home. Instead of doing that this time, I took a deep breath and I said, you know what? At least you were able to get off the curb. At least you're safe. At least it wasn't a wreck. All praise be to Allah. You're okay. The car's okay. Just keep going. I checked under the car. Everything was good. I don't know how I did that. But I shifted my mindset for that. Something I normally don't do. And then, I kept on about my shift, like I was saying, and I sent my best friend, the money that I told her that I was going to give her, and I told myself, all right, well, that was 80% of what you have made today. You have got to keep going until 1 a.m. so that you can put gas in the car, a good amount of gas, because I have a protest tomorrow for Palestine in Dallas, and that's an hour and a half from where I live. So I really need a full tank of gas. Plus I haven't ate, and I just needed more money. I needed extra money because I had, sent her that money. So I was just keep going till 1, stopping at a Celsius. Doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to keep going. I just, not too long, I did my last order, and my last order, and I did this order in a different town because it took me way, to deliver the order prior, it took me way out of my zone. So this is a city that I normally would not DoorDash in out of fear, because it's such a small, town, and, I don't like police. So, but anyway, I just took it because I was like, you know what, you need it, just take it. You're going to be okay. Have faith that you're going to be okay. You won't get pulled over. I know your tags are out. You're going to be all right. Have faith. That last order that I would have probably never taken left me such a good tip. That it was 2 Little Caesars pizza. She tipped me way more than she probably paid for those freaking pizzas. She left it under the carpet, under her little mat outside. And that alone right there made it to where I didn't have to risk falling asleep driving, because I was gonna go until 1 o'clock in the morning. It made it to where I could literally do what I needed to do. I could even get some food, and fill my tank up so I could go to the protest tomorrow. And I know that this might sound so small to everybody, but to me, it feels like, and it is, my prayers were answered. I did everything that I was supposed to do today, and he answered my prayers. And as a new Muslim, I don't think that you guys understand how much this touched my heart. And then on the way to QT to get gas, I passed a halal meat market. Jannah Halal Meat Market. We don't have none of those anywhere. What's the odds? Please, I don't believe in coincidences. Thank you, Allah. Thank you. That's my rant. That's my story. I'm going to get gas, get food, and go home now. That's it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.